Well, in law school, I never really focused on environmental law. There might have been one environmental law class, but I'm pretty sure I didn't take it because it was probably early in the morning, like at 10 a.m. So I never took environmental law, but when I first started to practice law, early on, before I was sworn in, I served on a local conservation commission and ate it up and learned everything I could about the Wetlands Protection Act and really took an interest in environmental law from that point forward. And right after that, Chapter 21E kicked in, and that made me very, very busy learning about environmental law and contaminated properties. I like very much working with scientists and engineers, and I've been doing that for the past, 35 years in my career. It's really lots of fun, very, very challenging. I think we have very much in common that we're very focused and organized the way we approach things. And I think I can say with authority as to who is smarter, attorneys or scientists and engineers, because my father was a doctor, so he's a scientist. My son's fiance is a doctor. And my brother's an engineer, a PE. He had a Cox Environmental Engineering years ago. And my wife is trained as a landscape architect. So having this exposure in my personal life and in my family, I think I definitely can say that attorneys are a lot smarter than engineers and scientists. During my term as chair, EBC really thrived. I like to take full credit for it, but it really is Dan, it really is our committee chairs that continue to come up with creative ideas for programming. Programming drives the EBC, and we really have top-notch programs. I'm also really pleased the way our Ascending Professionals committee turned out. It is an example of how a good organization is run. The EBC, through our strategic planning, recognized that we needed to bring along younger professionals into the organization and get them involved. We were deliberate about it. We talked about it, strategic planning. We set out a plan, and it's worked. And the Ascending Professionals Committee is really thriving. The awards we give out are just fantastic. My term is up. Catherine's taken over. Do I have free time now? Not really, because I'm helping out on strategic planning. I'll continue to serve on the Executive Committee. And I'm 7 months into my 2-year term as chair of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce, which I might add has almost 2,400 members and is the largest chamber of commerce in Massachusetts. Catherine, as she knows, we had a private conversation with my recommendations going forward, but I will say to her and to everyone that we have a fantastic board, an incredible executive committee, of which, of course, I'm still serving on, which helps. But these are people on the board and executive committee that run businesses. They're involved in decision-making, making 30 high-level decisions a day, which helps us in a big way in our decision-making process. So, Catherine, I'd say rely upon your executive committee, rely upon your board, and when that fails, just remember that cannabis is legal in Massachusetts.